Thanks for watching. I'm Margot Kinberg, and this is In the Spotlight, a closer look at a crime novel. Historical crime novels do, of course, tell about the characters and the action and the story and the plot and so on, but they also give readers a perspective on a time, a particular place, or maybe industries or movements or other things going on at the time. Let's take a look at a novel like that today and turn the spotlight on Rose Pascoe's Murder in the Devil's Half-Acre. It's 1889 in Dunedin, and Grace Penrose lives with her great-aunt Anne and helps at the refuge for women that her great-aunt runs. Grace wants very much to become a doctor, but her way is blocked because she's a woman. Still, she's learned a good bit about basic medical treatments. She can even assist a childbirth and perform minor procedures such as suturing. And she's earned the trust of the working people of Dunedin, who call her Miss Bones. One day, she's alerted to a woman called Lily Wu, who was injured trying to save a boy who was caught in one of the machines while working in the local clothing factory. The boy, called Alfie Watts, didn't survive. But oddly, when she goes to report the death, the police don't seem at all interested in Grace's claim that the matter should be investigated. The only police detective who seems sympathetic is Constable Charlie Pike. But Charlie has other concerns of his own. The corpse of a vagrant who was found dead has gone missing, and Charlie is tasked with retrieving it. His colleagues don't want to waste any time on a vagrant who died from a fall down some stairs. But as Grace points out, there are signs that suggest murder. Both Charlie and Grace take an interest, and they begin to ask questions. Grace also wants justice for Alfie Watts. If Alfie's death was due to negligence, she wants those responsible to face justice. Soon enough, Charlie and Grace discover that this is a more dangerous case than they'd thought. There are some very powerful and vindictive people who do not want the truth about the clothing factories to come out. People who may know things suddenly move away, or worse. And more than once, both Grace and Charlie find themselves in great danger. In the end, though, we learn the truth about the two deaths and how they are related. It turns out that the trail leads to some very high places. So, what are the elements in this novel? What keeps it going? Well, as I say, the story takes place in 1889 Dunedin, and Pascoe places the reader there. The culture, the New Zealand setting, and the social echelons of the day are reflected. The prejudices of the time are also present. There's sexism, but more than that, there's classism. That said, though, members of the working class and working poor class are treated with respect, and it's those characters who often turn out to be knowledgeable and helpful. Still, the classism is real. Another element in this story is the look it gives at factory work of the times. It's hard, sometimes brutal, and there are few protections for workers. There are unions, but they don't have the reach that they will later in the 20th century. While child labor is, strictly speaking, illegal, it happens, and anyone who wants to eat knows better than to speak up about it or about the deplorable working conditions. The story is told in third person past tense, from Grace's and Charlie's points of view. Grace is intelligent and resourceful. She's not afraid to speak her mind either. Still, she is a product of her time and observes the social rules of dress, behavior, and so on. Charlie is smart and has a great deal of integrity. He's determined, too. The two of them are attracted to each other, but they don't become a couple. There is violence in this story, including more than one death, and there's genuine, suspenseful danger. But the violence isn't gratuitous, and there's no explicitness. Murder in the Devil's Half-Acre is the story of a working-class community and the impact on it of greed, classism, and murder. It features a Dunedin setting, a complex puzzle, and two protagonists who won't settle for the truth being swept under a rug. This has been In the Spotlight. I'm Margot Kinberg. Thanks for watching.